All right. Welcome back.
Welcome back, y'all.
We on
Hey,
this.
girl. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey. Another episode. I'm excited about this one. Kind of. I am. I really am excited about this because I need to hear. I think I'm going to hear some things that I don't even know
Why would you say that?
because I feel like this is a lot of you in this episode, honestly. You don't think
Is
so?
that good or bad?
I think it's a good thing.
Oh, okay.
I think this is a good thing. The uncovering,
The hustle,
the heart, the
the
hood
hood,
of entrepreneurship.
uncovered.
Mm. Raw. Huh?
Not it.
Because everybody see your reels, the locks, the
Oh,
braids.
yeah.
But they don't know half the story about how you got to this point.
Doing hair.
Yeah.
I gave up.
Of being your own boss.
I gave up on doing hair.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped for about 3-4 years
Why?
because I wanted to be a wife.
Okay. I didn't know that part, but
I did, but no. That was hard work being a stay-at-home mom. See, I was a wife, just got married. It's like, I'm gonna stay at home, I'm gonna cook, and I'm gonna clean, and I'm gonna keep the kids, and I'm gonna. That's ghetto.
it's ghetto. I love it though.
It's hard. It's
It
hard
is.
work. I mean, it's like working a job.
It is. It is.
No,
And-
that's not the job that I want to work.
no.
No. I mean, I'm good with cleaning and taking care of the kids.
But the task of being on
And my
call, because
husband,
it's not
taking care of
a
him.
call that you could turn off.
But all of that cooking and cleaning consistently, get somebody else to do that. I'm not doing all that.
Say a prayer.
And I like to clean. Don't get me wrong, because you walk in my house and it's spotless. But I just being at home, you always finding something to do.
Yeah.
So I can clean up, and I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't dust the ceiling fans, and then here I am standing on a chair cleaning the ceiling fan. No. So I got tired of doing that, and I got a job.
You got a job.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I stopped doing hair. And I started back part-time.
Mm-hmm.
And I stopped again. And I started back. And then I did have a stylist to reach out to me, Keisha.
Mm-hmm.
It was a long time ago. She was like, you have a gift. She was like, here's your gift. So I went back. And crochet and all the other stuff that came in.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started doing it, and then I had the opportunity to got a message from someone to come work in their shop, and I did that, and she pushed me. Shout out to you, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Then branched out on my own.
So when did you discover your gift of writing? Like
I went in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I found out I had a cousin, I was like, look, let me braid your hair. And she was crazy enough to let me get on her head. Let me tell y'all, I put some super glue on her hair.
What?
Because, back then we were doing the micro locks, right? I mean, not the micro locks, the micro braids.
Uh-huh.
And, people that couldn't buy the human hair, we bought back then, I think it was the crochet hair. I want to say Jody hair. I'm not sure what it was called. Mm-hmm. So you braid to the end of their hair, and then you put a little nail glue. But because her hair was too long, I just decided to braid halfway and put the nail glue on. She was upset. But then she got over it. And then when she took it out, she came back and I did another hairstyle. So, yeah.
But she trusted you, so she came back.
Thank you, Charlotte. I love you so much. And your hair grew back. And it didn't happen again. But yeah. And I kind of I started young.
Hmm.
And I love doing it young because I feel like I was helping my mom. Because my mom, she was a single parent, so she didn't have to buy my school clothes. I bought my own school clothes. Yeah. I was like, that's a burden. You don't have to worry about mom. I'm buying my own stuff.
I know.
And she's like, okay. And I was like, yeah.
And you felt independent.
Girl,
and
yeah, I felt so
your
good. I
own
was like, I buy my own. Let me stop. Yeah, it felt good. It felt good.
That's how I feel.
Doing hair is peaceful.
You find peace in it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. When you find your thing, it doesn't matter how many you got to do or how you doing it. You lose yourself in it.
I love coming here.
Yeah.
I get up. I'm telling you, I be up here an hour early waiting. Pregnant. Like, for real, I sit up here. I'm serious about my hair.
And I know your clients love you too. Because
Mm-hmm.
you do different. You are a different type of stylist that actually cares. Some people are, not saying all, and not just in for the money, but actually cultivating just relationships with your clients. And then it grows into their children and you doing their hair. So it's like a thing.
Yeah, I've literally seen some children grow up.
Yeah. That you just started doing their hair when they was little and now.
I have one that's about to graduate from high school. I said, dang, I feel like I'm getting old.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
But I'm
It's
still
not-
21.
Yeah, that's your thing. Always have been your thing.
21.
And that's the thing about it, like the heart and the hustle go together when you love it.
Mm-hmm.
When it's not even a hustle anymore when you love to do what you're passionate about. It's like you do it with no ease, even when it's a struggle, because you're not gonna always have the best customers. Sometimes you're gonna run into people or things that are not favorable for the business.
Even if they don't say anything, you can tell.
Yeah.
Even sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
Like you can feel that. You know, some people say energy.
Yeah.
I say spirit, but you really can feel it.
Yeah, the vibe be off.
Yeah.
The vibe be off.
But like even with clients, you can tell when they're happy, when they're sad, when they're going through something. You can really tell by looking in their heads. Yeah.
So this is not my first, because I did with a lot of girls for a little bit. This is not my first haircut like this. The first haircut, I did it when Marcus and I got married, but the second one that I had to do was when Michael passed.
Mm-hmm.
My hair came out so bad. It was like this long. And I had to get my hair cut off.
Oh, you can definitely tell.
And the stress of everything, like life was just happening. And I was trying to take care of, we were coming back and forth from Texas to here. And it was like, it was a lot. Yeah, I wasn't a factor for myself until I had to go get my hair done. And my friend was like, okay, so this got to come out. And I bawled in her chair. Because it had to come off, because at that point in time I had stressed so much about everything. So I think people appreciate not just your gift of braiding, but your spirit that meets them at the door. When they come in, it's like they can take a deep breath, because I'm going to sit here for a minute and I'll be able to
relax.
Yeah.
Tell me all your business.
Maybe I think that
I mean, some people do, and I don't mind, because a lot of people don't have people that they can talk to. So if you feel like you want to tell me your business, go ahead. It's not going anywhere.
Right,
it's gonna stay right here, because a lot of people really don't want you to talk. They just want to release, and I allow them to release and leave it there.
Good safe space.
Yeah.
While you in your hair done.
And just know I'm praying behind your head now.
Oh yeah.
I am praying behind your head.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All the time.
And that goes with, like, as far as me cooking and baking, the story behind how I got started was I always wanted to go to culinary school.
Please tell me the story, because I love the story.
First, I wanted to go to culinary school out of high school.
But what happened?
Family said no.
Okay.
School was in Florida. That was a no.
Too far.
Yeah, it was too far. Then I wanted to go I wanted to go to USM. They said that was a no. That was too far. I want to go to
Why?
FAMU. That was too far.
Family, yeah.
It, the circumstances, because originally,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be a child psychologist. Because in my mind, I'm like, oh, I would love to work with children because children go through so much and you never know.
Yeah.
I was talking about myself.
Mm.
I didn't have nobody. Nobody saw the cries for the help.
Yeah.
You saw me acting out in certain ways, not just being horrible.
So what age would you say that it started? When you felt like you couldn't talk to nobody?
Ever. I had a little diary. If I ever find this diary, if somebody finds it in that house, they gonna probably think that I was like really, really disturbed. I was. I was.
Funny, but not funny.
Yes. You gonna read it if you can read it. I know it may be legible. I don't know, but I had a diary and had literally a lock and a key, and I would put everything into that little book that I
stopped
had.
doing that a long time ago.
I don't know. Like I said, if that falls into anybody's hands, they're gonna be weird. We're probably weirded out about it. But
Diaries were in back then.
diaries were in. Girl, go to the what was it? The book fair.
Just to get a diary.
Just to get a diary.
Make sure my lock and my key is on there, okay? I need my lock and my key because it's not a real diary if I don't have a lock and a key.
Period. And I would write anything every night about how I felt about everything because I didn't have anywhere else to go.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you write now?
In my phone.
Mm-mm.
Do I write?
On paper?
No.
Why?
Because I don't want nobody to find it.
Okay, so have you tried writing and then burning it? Just to release it?
No. Should, right?
We should do that one day.
Okay. Let's try that.
Like everything that's bothering us, we could just write it down and then
Burn it.
set a little fire and then burn it.
Okay.
It's like a way of releasing.
Yeah.
You don't have to hold on to it. You don't have to go back to it and read it. Just burn it.
Yeah.
Only if you're ready to let it go. Now, if you're not ready to let it go, don't do it.
We can do that. Because I used to write so much and I let it go. Because I think that just to be able to go back and look at that, I don't think I ever wanted to go back and see
don't
it.
go back and look at it. Just burn it.
Yeah. But wanted to do that and change over, and I love cook. I always love cooking, and so my favorite thing to cook for my cousins and all of them was fried biscuits. You never had it? I'm gonna have to bring it back. Fried biscuit. I made the dough, everything. It was a thing for me. I used to come up with stuff.
That's how you know you a cook.
I used to come up with stuff. You can't say I could blame it on the internet because there was no internet that I could get on to even. Literally, things would come to me and I would try it, anything, and that was their thing. Anytime they came over, I would make fried biscuits or whatever for them. I'm like, I wanted to do it. So the first cake that I ever made was a strawberry cake.
What?
It was a disaster. I cried.
Really? Why?
I made it for grandma.
You wanted to perfect it.
Oh God, girl! It was the point I had made it for her, and it was horrible. Like it fell. It was like it was too much fruit in it because I used fresh fruit. Like I messed it up real bad, and I was like, and she didn't down me about it. She was just like, okay, so the next time you should just do this and do that, and I'm like, okay. But it was just a point that I felt like I had disappointed her, and I was seeing her make cakes all my life. So I'm like, this is where I should be. So I let it go. Didn't think nothing of it. Started at Jackson State, going to school, not satisfied with life. I settled. I said it. It's on record now. I settled. Kudos. You spoke it out loud. I did. For the satisfaction of others, I never pursued what I felt like I should have been doing in life just to satisfy other people.
But you are now.
Semi. Let's say semi. Because I'm still in a career until I actually break out and it's just just business, I feel like I'm still just settling for a moment. But I feel like if I would have done what I wanted to do, I probably would be much happier in life. Not saying that I'm sad or angry about anything. I'm not living in regret or anything like that.
But you are working towards it, right?
I am
Okay,
working
great.
towards it. Some days are better than others with wanting to pursue it. So we moved to Texas. I was gonna try to go to culinary school there. Call the people, get them on the phone, talking about it. They was like, okay, we can do this, and it's gonna be $10,000 a semester. I said, ma'am, who gonna give me $10,000? She was like, oh, you can do financial aid, and you can do, ma'am. I just got married. I ain't got no $10,000 to give nobody back. What are you talking about? I don't have no house. I got a car. I got a dog. But I can't see that. Once again, because I was discouraged about it, I let it go. And I just kept living. And then 1 year, I had got laid off from my job working in Texas. I had just had Blake. Blake was probably
I remember
3 months
that.
old.
Mm-hmm.
And the day I got laid off, I called Marcus as I was getting in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, Marcus, I ain't got no job. He was like, stop lying. He said, stop lying. I was like, no, for real though. Like, I ain't got no job. He was like, Casey, you the happiest person I've ever heard that don't have no job. I was like, I don't. But let me call you back. I'm calling unemployment real fast and get this ball rolling on all this stuff. And so, get home. I went to the daycare, picked up both my babies. Like, hey, they ain't coming back no more. We're good to go. Next couple months, no, yeah. Fast forward to the next following year. That happened in September of 2014.
Mm-hmm.
I was a stay-at-home mom. I enjoyed it.
I know you did.
Loved it.
I know
Being
you
a
did.
stay-at-home mom, yes, it requires a lot from you,
But that's your thing.
but I loved it.
I know.
I did.
That is
I
your
was up
thing.
early in the mornings. I was doing the cooking, the cleaning,
Breakfast
taking the kids
every morning.
Yeah, taking the kids to the library and being able to take them to the playground. Like I felt like I was doing what I was meant to do for the time being, but I did not have the money. Did not have the
But you
money.
had the time.
But I
And you had the love to give.
I was present,
Mm-hmm.
but not perfect. Mother's Day 2015, I really wanted to get some gifts for the moms that were really special to me at that time. I didn't have no money. And the gift was a pound cake. I baked them a pound cake. I had got those little cheap aluminum pans from Walmart. I had got the bag. Like, it was very quick. Like, let me do this because I just want them to know I appreciate them. And from there, it was like, oh my God, you need to be selling this. You need to be doing this. And I'm like, I don't know about that. People started asking me, oh, can you make me a cake for this? And can you make me a cake for that? And I'm like, y'all really believe I can do stuff like that? It was them believing something in me that I thought had died or never really cultivated.
It didn't die.
Ever, yeah. I never cultivated
Just put it down.
Yeah, I just put it down. And that's how Sweet Confession started. Literally, what you call it? A memory came up on Facebook. Sometimes things be good. Sometimes they get on my nerves. But this was a memory that I had did a sweetest day ever. An introduction to my business. I had been up all night making cupcakes and cakes and all this type of stuff. I had people to come help me and all that type of stuff to do an introduction to my business. And nobody knew, now, that we was on the brink of eviction at that moment. Like, the next following week, we were on our way to court. Because we lost the check. The people at the office lost the check. We couldn't find the check that was supposed to be paid. We had to get a lawyer. It was horrible. It was crazy. But we were literally, while I'm thinking about trying to do an introduction, we had to go to court because we were getting ready to get put out with 2 kids. And I'm like, crying, go to court, tell the judge, like, we literally don't have this check. I don't know how I'm going to get this money, but we need help. And they was like, we don't care. Get us the money. And we had to figure it out. We had to figure it out that day. And the crazy part of that story was we were leaving court, Popeye's parking lot, because we only had a few dollars to get the kids something to eat. I get a phone.
Popeyes was much cheaper back then.
Yeah. They had them little Wednesday specials that were like $2.99 or something like that. And we were sitting in the parking lot, and I'm like, literally, despair was all over me. Like, I know that I looked like straight sadness. And the lady called me and she said, did you put in to win tickets to see Ellen? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, you won. I was like, ma'am, stop playing with me. And she was like, no, for real, you won. I said, huh? She was like, yeah. At that point in time, Ellen was on TV, and I love watching her every day. And she was doing a show on both coasts, one on West Coast and one on East Coast. And Marcus and I won.
Did y'all go?
Yes. They flew us to New York. We took pictures with Ellen.
And you needed that moment.
All of that. Yeah. And I said, that goes back to how intentional God is about us.
He's very
And
intentional.
I was, like I said, I was in a moment of I had nothing.
And he was like, let me uplift my daughter's spirit.
Yeah.
Bam.
Just that little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And like I tell people, and now that was 2014, over 10 years ago, 11 years now that I have been working towards it. Do I take it very serious when it's time for us to go and do stuff? I do, because it's still a baby. Like, it's one of my children. So, it's more than a hustle.
Oh, yeah.
For me.
It's definitely more than a hustle.
Yeah. So,
it's life. It's your life.
it is. Like I said, you see it as a baby for us because we put so much into it, trying to balance motherhood and making sure we don't miss nothing. I know with me, especially if I have like a catering event or something, I feel bad that I'm having to either miss something or can't get there, but now the kids have become a part of it and they'll come and work and they see it too. Hearing Brent saying, Mommy, like, you got money, like, you supposed to have your own, like, and I'm hearing you speak this into me, and I'm like,
so what are you waiting on? You have to step out on faith.
it's a
You
thing.
can't wait for the opportunity. You just gotta take that leap of faith and go.
I know.
I did it. Let me tell you what happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know me, I was a workaholic.
Uh-huh.
I worked a 12-hour shift at the hospital, 7P to 7A. I left there, came here, took an hour nap, started doing hair. Didn't get done until maybe 2, 3 o'clock. Went home, cooked something for the kids, took another hour nap, and right back at the hospital. I did that for 2 years, 2.5 years, till it started getting the best of me.
Mm-hmm.
But after a year, God was like, just do hair. I was scared. I'm like, oh my God, I do that? What? Mm-mm. Who? Nah, I'm going to work. And it just started eating me up. So I was like, I told my husband, I was like, look, I'm about to leave this hospital. And he's like, okay. I was like, that's all you got to say? And he's like, yeah. He was like, okay. And I did it. And I've been on my own for 3 years now.
That's so good, though.
I was terrified. But I did it. I did it scared.
Do it scared. That's been
I did it scared. When I say I was terrified, but being an entrepreneur, it is so much discipline that people don't tell you. It's a lot of in and outs that people don't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of hate that comes with it because people, baby, yes, because people feel like that because you're an entrepreneur, you always have money. And that may be true. But what they don't know is you have to manage their money. Like, just because somebody puts some money in my hand or just send me some money, no, I have to put that in my bank account.
Mm-hmm.
Or I have to put that up. Like, it's real discipline. Like, I have to know what to spend and what not to spend. I have to know what bills I have coming in, or I have to sit down like on a Sunday, my downtime, and then I have to figure out, okay, what I need to make this week to cover my bills, or to cover my spending money, or to cover what my kids need. Like how many heads I need to take, like what I'm getting paid for. I have to do all of that. It's not just, oh, I got free money and I can go do what I want to do and still pay. No, it's management. But people don't teach you that. Like they tell you, but they don't. It's something that you have to do on your own.
You have to learn. It's a learning curve.
Oh, yeah.
Every day is something being learned
yeah.
about being an entrepreneur.
Yeah. And it's definitely hate that comes with it.
So your support, like when it comes to supporting people supporting you, did you have like a lot of support from close friends or people you thought would have and they didn't, and any of those type of things?
I had support from close friends. I still have support from close friends. My mom and my aunt, they support me heavy. My husband, oh, he supports me too. Because baby, when I first said I wanted to do hair, he went out and bought a chair. I said, wait a minute. I didn't want you to go buy a chair. I didn't say I was going to start today. But he went out and bought a chair. And I was like, I was working in a shop with someone. He got upset. He was like, why are you working in a shop with someone? I'm like, because I need to see how the game is. I need to see how they run the shop. He's like, I'm going to get your own shop. I was like, no, I want to work here. I want to learn. I want to see how it's done.
Yeah. I like how his belief in you though. Like,
oh yeah, he goes hard. Yeah.
Straight push him.
Yeah. Devo with it.
Oh, yeah.
He definitely Devo with it.
But I think that makes a difference though, because when you have somebody pushing you towards your dream instead of somebody like, I don't know. It would make you feel some type of way about, am I even good enough for this to even happen? Because not saying that happened to us, but that was a thing for me. Like, do you even believe that I can really do this? And it's like, now you see that I can and how I can move. It's like, oh, yeah, let's do this. Like,
yeah.
So I think support, especially from your closest,
it's a big key.
Make a
success.
Big deal. So we're going to go through some beliefs and you tell me is it true or false. Being your own boss means more free time.
False.
Because you don't.
I mean, you can have. It depends on how you do your schedule.
Yeah.
You control your schedule. But also an entrepreneur. I mean, depending on your business and what all you have going on. Because some people don't have to physically work to make money. So it can be true and it can be false.
What about you need a lot of money to start? True or false? Or a little bit of both?
I didn't have a lot of money. I had a husband though. Look, when I started, I didn't have a lot of money. I did.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I had $300. I'm gonna tell you this how I know it was God. I had $300, and the lady was like, what can you afford? But it was like a small suite, but it was in a big building, so it was just suites in there. And I was like, I don't want to, be too cheap. So she just gave me, and I was like, oh, okay, I could do that. And she was like, you could do whatever you want to do with it. So I was like, husband. And he came in and he flipped it. And I was like, yeah, okay, I like this. So, no, you really don't. Depending on what all you're trying to do, you don't need a lot of money.
Okay. Faith was the biggest investment that you could take.
You said what?
Was faith? Faith is your biggest investment that you could ever take. True or false? True.
Definitely true.
Trusting that God was gonna take you.
Oh yeah.
So where
I was scared, but I was like, you told me to do it, so let me do it. You got me right. So you got me. You better have me. I'm coming to you every day. Send them.
But that's good though. Like your entrepreneurship, has really made me want to go harder since I've been here. Like I said, I have as many times as you started and stopped. I'd have done the same. But I think this has been like, I think the closest that I've ever been to actually having, stepping out of the comfort zone of doing it at home to having my own. Because even with the kids being small, they was like, Brittany used to say, Mom, when you get your restaurant, at first it was a food truck. It was like, when you get your food truck, we gonna have music and we gonna dance and people gonna dance as they eat your food and it's gonna be da 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 da. And I was like,
So it's
okay.
already been spoken. So what we waiting on? What we
Me
doing?
not
You want
to
a
be-
food truck or do you want to build?
Me not being fearful. Of
Do you want a food truck or do you want a building?
I want a building. I want to be stable.
What location?
It is actually a location that I have looked at 3 times.
Okay, have you talked to God about this? Have you pulled up at the building and started praying?
I have.
Oh, baby, what are you waiting on?
And look.
Okay, so that's a date.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Is it a sign out there?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have it in your phone?
I think I do.
Send it to me.
Okay.
It's time to get the ball rolling. What we waiting on?
Okay.
Clock that.
Clock it. Like I said.
So what are we waiting on?
It's me. Like I said, I go into it and I'm like I'm hearing. I know my story is not everybody else's, right? And the story is that first year, people lose money. Brick and mortar don't last, and I'm like,
We
God,
gonna
this is
block
not
that
my
out.
portion. Yeah.
So what I need you to do is put it in writing what you want.
I already have it in writing. I already have a name. I have it all.
So
I just the stepping out part has been my struggle.
I step with you.
Okay.
I don't bake, no. But I would definitely hand somebody a cupcake or a cake.
And that's the thing. I said, we like I said, sometimes I even back up from the thought when people say, "Oh, you an entrepreneur." I'm like,
Yes.
I discount myself.
Don't.
And not even just the aspect of putting myself out there. Because I've had people charge me up all the time. Your food is so good. And you
No,
can cook
nobody's
and
charging
can
you
do
up.
that. And I'm just like, why don't I feel this about myself?
You know, a lot of times we can hinder ourselves.
I do.
So you know that you're hindering yourself.
I'm gonna tell you how I see myself sometimes. You gonna laugh. You remember on the 5-part beats when they get ready to go out to sing in Church Boy?
Choir boy.
Choir Boy. And they get to throwing stuff before they even can start singing.
And he run off the stage.
That's Casey.
And then you bust out. You know how
That's Casey. That is Casey. I see these things, and then like I say, I try to be careful on how I say stuff and do stuff because I don't want nobody to be like, oh, she just wants the accolades and don't nobody give it to her. No, honest to God, this is how I see myself. That sometimes it's just not the best. It's not as creative. And Mark's like, you used to create stuff that ain't nobody ever seen, ain't nobody ever heard. And then I'll share it with people. No lie.
Oversharing.
I used to make a meal. I would make for you one day. People came to my house. They ate the meal.
Mm-hmm.
They went back to their restaurant and put it in their restaurant. And Mark's like, I know you like whatever our little brother be saying.
Yeah.
You know what our little brother be saying.
Yeah.
And he's like, I know you. I was like, Marcus. And I had got to the point that in my head, I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's just how it works.
No, that's not how it works. That comes from oversharing. When God gives you a vision, you're going to have to keep it for yourself.
Yeah.
They'll see it when it's in play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you do have people that steal your vision, but they only steal it because you give it to them.
Yeah. Because we say that all the time. Like, I can give you the recipe, but it still ain't going to be what mine is.
That's true.
I can share it with you, but it's not going to be what I added
from the original.
Yeah, and I think that's just in life in general. We can share the recipes to how we get to where we're going, but unless you add your own, it's still not going to be the exact same. But I already had shared with you that the name of everything and how God was pressing me to change the name of what it is now to something else, because it's gonna be a constant homage. Is it homage where you giving honor to something? Like, I don't think that I'll be in a place where I love what I do without her. It was always a place at her table. It's always gonna be a place at my table for you. If I love you, it's a place at my table for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that it's more than just fixing a plate for you or cooking for you, but it's like literally having a space for someone anytime the door is open. I've never turned people away. It's been so many people that has ate at our table, probably that should have never ate at our table, but we have opened that space up, and that's what I'm looking forward to, just generationally, for my children, because they are picking up on these things of, yeah, when mommy open this up, then I'm gonna make, this is gonna be my dish, and Braylon is gonna do this, because like I said, I've been teaching my baby how to make bread.
Teach your sister, baby, because
I know, and everybody's like, when you
that
gonna teach
bread
this
came
lesson?
out like this
Girl.
mic right.
Oh, girl, we had to walk away from that bread. It was so good, but I'm teaching her not just life skills, but stuff that she can take on. Make it your own, baby. Because that's what I did. So many recipes that grandma always had. Even though I would use the core, I still add something to mine. Expectation is that if Braylon wants to add something to it, she can add it to it. Blake,
Yeah.
Bree, they can all add to it. And that's what this is. Is to me, it's not just a hustle. It's literally a heart of something that continues to grow. And that's what I want for this.
Okay, so the opening, the date.
I don't have all that.
We're
I have.
embarking on 2026
We can
for
look.
the opening.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Let's put that.
So you said it's good that you have support.
Yeah, because I'm
That's what
listening
you
to
told
you.
me.
It is.
So now it's my turn to return the favor. I mean, don't start crying now. Look at me, don't you shed a tear.
No,
And you're not saying no because you're gonna accept it because it's time. It's time.
No, not doing it, because it's like I said, you have people that support you, and it's hard to accept it sometimes.
It's hard to accept it, but
It's gonna be good.
hmm
It's gonna be good
yeah.
for this next season of hustle and flow. Of hustle and flow.
Oh,
to, like I said, we put things out there and we expect God to do it. But if we say faith without works is dead, and if you don't put the muscle behind it, it ain't gonna move itself. So
I'll be your muscle. It's time to work.
it is time to work. It is time to work. Because like I said, I want to open up spaces where our kids won't even have to go out to look for employment or other things. Even, come home from school, like, oh, I got a spot I can go to. Like, it's home. Finding that place where
Building a legacy.
building a legacy. Like I tell people, generational wealth is not money. Yes, it can be, but it's all the other things that go along with it. I'm teaching Braylon with the act of making bread. It teaches patience more than anything, because if you get it wrong, you're gonna have a mess on your hand. So teaching her these things that she'll be able to take along with her, because we said that, like, before, even when our grandma was like, they left us with stuff that money could never buy. There's some things when it left them, if we did not get it, it was gone with them. But the things that they have passed on to us, we got girls, we got sons that we'll be able to pass these things on to. And I do not want certain things of our legacy to be left.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to. Some people have people that gatekeep, and I would never do that to them if they can cultivate it and grow it on their own. I don't want it to be said that, well, my mama did this, but that was about it. You know. So
It's time to move, honey.
it's time to move.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to move. Well, today has been fun.
Yeah. And your gift will make room for you.
Your gift will make room for you.
Mm-hmm.
I used to tell Marcus that all the time when he first started nursing. And it would get hard. And I'm like, listen, you got this. And I was like, I do it all the time. But I'm like, why don't I hear it for myself?
You have to block out the what ifs.
Mm-hmm.
You have to block out the negative thoughts about, that people said that what happened with their business. You gotta block all it out. Your main focus is you, God, and your business. Tell him to guide you on the steps to take. And whatever step he tell you to take, take. If you feel like you can't handle it, I'm right here. You can call me. Well, if you don't call me, I'll call you.
Of course.
What we doing today? What did he say? What's next? Father, talk to me so I can make sure she's on her stuff.
Because that
No doubt today. What? Come on.
Literally, when I wrote down the new name and typed it all up, you were the first person I sent it to. I didn't even send it to Marcus. No shade, babe. I love you. But
Yeah.
no shade. I love you. I love you, boo thing. But I told you before. You have been a safe space since we have gotten back together that we don't. You don't find everywhere. I mean, it's some sisterships. Even with our other sisters, no shade either. But you find those spaces, and I appreciate it. Like, and I love it. And I hope that, other people find that space of somebody that you can give it to and they run with it. Or they hold and say, okay, we shouldn't figure this out. We're going to work through it and get through it. But, intentionality. It's about, and then I looked up that word intentionality. It's about having a made up mind.
Is your mind made up?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
That's all I need
And being intentional about next steps. So, okay. Well, we about to be out, y'all. It has been good. Y'all remember, if you got this business, even if you have a dream, they said write the vision, make it plain. It's nothing wrong with writing it down. Ain't nothing ever dumb. Ain't nothing ever stupid. A way it's gonna be made if God gives it to you. So don't ever sleep on yourself.
Even if you doubt it, just put it before him. He'll let you know.
Every single time. Every single time. Nothing is too small. Just somebody would how they started Apple and how they ever started the MacBook. Like all of those things started out with an ideal and a dream, and you look at how big they are. So pray about it, put it before God, and write it down, and let it work itself out. So until next time, remember to guard your heart.
Guard it. Share your heart.
And live with heart. Peace out. Bye.